Hello everybody, it's Heiden, and I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign. This is Warner Pacific Admirals Edition Scenario 2. I'm playing Japan, he's playing the Allies, and yeah, we're going for it. It's January 13th, 1942. Guys, I am super nervous about this turn. I know I say that a lot, but this one's big. I hope it goes well. We're going to find out right now. So far, so good. Okay, guys, here we go. The battle begins. We're landing on Cooktown. This is in Australia. Okay, we're landing on Java at Banjuwangi. Unfortunately, a lot of losses there. They're unavoidable. We just got to press on. It's just a big force to land there. All right, guys, we're getting in. We're getting in. Golly, man, we're losing a lot of troops here. Okay. Oh, Normanton, another landing. Horn Island, guys. This one's going to be an amphibious assault. So this one will definitely go down this turn as far as resolution. Okay. Again, we are taking casualties landing at all these places, but we kind of have to. You take losses when you're doing amphibious landings like this. Okay, guys, so far so good. We landed at least 3 places in Australia this turn and 1 on Java. Unopposed. At least unopposed by naval forces. We still have to endure the day and the aircraft attacks. Man, my dog is drinking water really loud. Can you guys hear my dog? Lapping up that water over there. Okay, so no naval intervention at all. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. The Allies did not come into play today. They didn't see it coming, or they didn't care. I don't know what the case may be. Oh, dang. Are those subs? I don't know if those are subs or not. It seems hard to believe. Yeah, you know, I don't think those are actually subs because the they had blue, what do you call it? Blue words on them down here in this text box. Now that subsighting was accurate because it was not blue. Guys, so far so good, man. We just landed in Australia. Oh, great. Alright, so begins the AM air phase in earnest. Look at that already. See Puchang? He's already moving out, guys. Wow, that's a lot of Sallies, right? Hopefully we can vaporize this unit. Does not appear that we did. Despite all those aircraft, we just don't cause enough damage to that unit. Okay, so remember, he did take this base here on Lingayen, But this is clear terrain, so I'm going to try to punish him while he's out here. Not particularly good, are they? I was hoping this would have been a little bit better. Okay. Hopefully these guys get a little more damage in. Not really. 13th Chinese Corps C. Just a fragment. Oh, B and C. Okay, it looks like it's split into several pieces here. I was bombing here just to get a feel for what it was that he had. Doesn't look... Oh, A, B, and C. Okay, so he has them split into 3. So the reason he's doing that is because these individual pieces, if you divide them up, they recover AV faster than if you had them in one unit. I know, to me, it's kind of a game bug in my opinion, but it's just a known thing that everybody does. Okay, so we hit Luchao. Got more aircraft hitting these guys and doing very little damage to them. Okay, Vitae Base Force. Are you kidding me? He's just throwing random crap out there. Well, I guess I didn't account for that. Hopefully we can deal with this. Of course we couldn't. The seagulls hit us again. I can't believe that's some crap. Whatever. Those stupid seagulls, dude. I swear they're full of crap. Well, fortunately, the Hyuga can tank these stupid bombs all day. Okay, here we go, guys. I was wondering if there was going to be a counterattack, and here it is. Fortunately for us, we're ready for it. One thing I'm a little surprised about here is the fact that these aircraft are coming out of a base that I was not expecting them to be at. I really did think they would be not on the island. He just moved them to a base I had no recon on, it looks like. But we were ready for this. We got land-based air out of Denpasar, and we should be able to repel this, I hope. Finally, some combat. I want to get into these Dorniers and punish them once and for all. I hate these things. Yeah, finally getting some kills, man. Jeez. Guys, this is like the first air combat we've had in weeks. This is the first sign of life from Hellsen in a long time. I'm inclined to let this go for a while because I just haven't had a chance to enjoy these animations. Okay, now can we shoot down? What do you mean air-to-air combat done? Why didn't we shoot down the Dorniers? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Ah! Shoot! Our cap is too high. Dang it. That sucks. I don't really know why our Zeros did not engage the Dorniers until after they dropped. Well, um, all right. It looks like one of our ships did take bomb hits. It's probably going to be enough to kill it because these bombs are big. So that's going to be a dead transport ship right off the bat. We did shoot down some stuff, though. And again, this is a good example to you that these combat summaries, you cannot trust them because we saw way more than that get shot down. I expect a lot more raids then because he's coming in, I'm guessing from Semarang, possibly even Batavia, it looks like. I don't know. It's somewhere in here that he's attacking us from. It's not Surabaya. Let's continue. At least he attempted to defend it for once. Okay, that's the AM phase, guys. A little bit of air combat there. That ship just sunk. I thought I had my zeros low enough, but apparently they weren't, so they just let the Dorniers get through. We'll have to see if we get any more enemy aircraft involved here. All right, let's see what we get. I'll tell you what we get. A lot of canceled missions. Ah, here they come again, man. These stupid things. Golly. These seagulls have been the bane of my existence since day one, man. All right, well, we're ashore. Ah, got some more landings here, guys. Okay, now we're coming ashore at Bowen. Okay. All right, here we go. Our first deliberate attack, trying to reopen our rail lines here. This should be an open and shut case here. All right. So there it is. Good and bad. Good because we've permanently reduced this unit from being on our back lines and being a nuisance, but now that means that that unit gets to respawn into Chungking in a month with 200 AV or so. It is what it is. I gotta get these. I gotta open these rail lines up. Okay, this is us bombarding him. Just trying to feel out, see what he's got here, and it doesn't look like he's got much at all. We should have no issue blasting through that. Okay, this is us shock attacking at Horn. This should be a blowout, I'm expecting. Yeah, 15 to 1. There we go. There it is, guys. Horn Island is in our possession. We took very little losses. All 3 of his units were destroyed. We captured that base. Looking good. Aha! Okay, so this is us bombarding him. And now we know exactly what he's got in that hex. In hindsight, maybe I should not have done that. Because now I basically told him what I've got in that hex. And that's not maybe ideal. So, oops. This is kind of a second failure there. There it is, guys. We did it. We've landed on Australia unopposed. We've landed on Java slightly opposed. And we did take a little bit of loss there, but not much. Not enough to be worried about. So I'll happily trade 1 cargo ship for getting my entire Java landing force on the beach intact. You can't beat that. I can't believe that's all we got from Java was that little measly little attack. Oh, raiding reg. Okay, we should be getting some good reinforcements today, guys. Naval Guard, we need those. Nice, we need those. Good garrison units. Nice, need that too. So good reinforcements on the ground today. We landed in Australia. Yes. Well, guys, we've done it. We have invaded Australia. I've been keeping this secret for a long time, but we're finally here. Our big push has arrived. All right, let's look at the numbers. Unfortunately, another bad day in the air for us. Now, we actually shot down some aircraft for once, which was nice, but not nearly as many as I wanted to. We lost 9 aircraft today. Some ops losses here. Right? And we did shoot down quite a bit of aircraft, though. So 7 aircraft shot down with 1 flak loss. Maybe 2 flak losses. Something like that. Not bad. Top pilots, 2 KIA pilots from today. And looking at the reserve pool for wounded pilots, let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like we've got some pilots that we need to send back to the... Ooh, Lieutenant Commander. I hope he's going to be okay. Agusa. We want him back. Look at that experience. Transfer to reserve. Transfer to reserve. Transfer to reserve. Okay. It does look like we're going to get all those guys back, which is great. So, Agusa, we're going to get him back in the seat pretty soon. Looking at the Army lost points for this turn, the Allies lost 39 points and the Japanese 0. Despite all the losses you saw us take during our landings, for the points to count, they have to be lost due to enemy activity, not due to just operational losses. So all those devices we lost during the unloading doesn't count against us unless he's the one that damages them. Ship sunk this last turn. Unfortunately, we lost a Lima cargo ship, which is one of the better ones that I have. And they're worth a lot. Our zeros were just too high, and the Dorniers got in beneath us, so it's dead. But one ship in trade for getting a great foothold into Java, I really can't complain about that. That's really good that we were able to land with such a foothold there, and you know, more or less protect the beachhead. So, no strategic loss points this turn. For the turn, we gained 77 points, bringing our win ratio up to 2.103. So let's take a look now at the combat reporter information. So no sea engagements at all. On the ground, we annihilated the garrison at Horn Island, so that's dead. This is probably where most of our points came from for Army loss this turn. So Horn Island is permanently neutralized, and we don't have to worry about that behind us. We destroyed a unit in China here to open this rail line back up. A bombardment here, which is letting us know that we should be able to take this unit next turn. And another bombardment here. He has basically nothing there. So we're going to kill this unit next turn just to get it off the road. Fortunately, he did get a good peek at what we had here, which I probably should have waited for these guys to leave that hex before I bombarded. Oh well, oops. Amphibious. So we landed at Banjuwangi, Bowen in Australia, Cooktown, Horn Island, and Normanton. And hopefully we have more landings happening next turn. I'll talk about that when we get to Australia. Air attacks today. Nothing particularly noteworthy that I would want to mention here. SIGINT. See, we got a lot of radio transmissions at San Francisco. We can take a look at that. It doesn't really tell us anything, unfortunately. There's nothing there to see. I don't know what's there. Ops report. Okay, arrivals. Look at all these reinforcements we got today. 3 AA regiments, a parachute regiment, 2 major naval guards, 4 15 AV SNLF companies, which are going to be great for garrison duty, a base force at Yokohama, and a guard regiment in Saigon. Good stuff. Intel. Ankang on the Ankang Road has increased to a size 2 base, which is going to help our supply throughput and maximum supply supply limit. It was at 8,000, now it's at 17,000, so we can start dumping more supply in there and hold some in reserve. All right, Japanese tab. As we can see, we captured Horn Island, and it looks like Tiomon Island, which is, I think, off of Malaya. I think it's this guy right here. Yep, little dot base out here. We just grabbed that now. Pilot, one of our 2 pilots killed was from the 61st Sentai. And repairs. I want to bring your attention to the ships that are being converted. 3 more AKEs have now been made available to us. We have about 20 now, which is quite a bit. So we won't have any issues keeping our forward deployed units supplied with these AKEs in place. Okay, let's get on to the actual turn here. We'll start Northern Pacific, where there is no activity at all. Taking a look at Sakhalin area, we are finally moving with some supplies. So what we can do here is start getting these guys loading resources. And I'll set these up as CS convoys later on. But finally, we can really start moving some stuff off this island and getting it moved into Hokkaido. And I need to work on my my shipping here, because Wakanai is not working out as a good port. It's just not big enough to support everything we need. But I'll worry about that later. Let's talk about China, where we have bigger things to discuss. So here's the good. We cleared this hex now, which is one less blocked rail line. And it also starts to open up supply flowing back to Nanyang without any kind of disruption. This is the quickest path to get supply going. Unfortunately, we still have to clear this unit. And now we have units here and here on the road, and more probably heading in here soon. So we're just playing whack-a-mole with the Chinese units on the Xi'an road, which is going to cause a supply disruption as we continue pushing towards Lanchao. We got to open this road back up and get our supply lines simplified. We can go overland here, but it's harder because we don't have roads, and it slows it down. So I need to get that road cleared up soon. Let's see what else. We are now in the hex up here. We should be able to take this unit out next turn and continue into this hex here, which is the big prize right now. If we can own this hex here, we cut the oil and fuel coming from Lanchao getting into Chongqing, which is running its heavy industry. Well, partly. This hex we own here is not blocking it because we don't control all the hex sides. Let me show you. We only control one hex side here, so this road is wide open to move stuff. We're not interfering at all. We need to block this road right here. We have it blocked here as well. And then from there, we can stop a lot of fuel getting into China. Not all of it, because he still has he still has Magway, but he won't have Lanchow hopefully soon. So some bad things that I'm seeing here is this. Let's take a look. One, it looks like the jailbreak is complete down here, and these units are starting to retreat and get out. Fortunately, I have units that are ready to intercept them in this hex, and they, the terrain on that hex, if you can take a look at this, is WR. So once we get here, we'll easily be able to hold it, and we can keep him from getting into this hex before he can get there. So we'll be able to stop this for a while and keep these guys from rejoining with other units. The other bad thing I'm seeing here, and maybe I'm not reading this correctly, but I thought I saw a movement arrow during the replay for Changsha units, and I'm worried that he's going to rail them down into Luchao, because it's pretty clear that's where we're heading right now. I really want to take this base. If you look at it, it's ×1. It's clear terrain, so even if he has a lot of troops here, it's poor quality Chinese troops, and I'm hoping that our superior firepower will win the day here. We've been bombing the base for a while, so I don't think he's got very much forts here. I think we have a good chance of actually taking this base, but if he sends more reinforcements in from Changsha, it's going to make it very difficult for us to take this place with what I've got in the area. Let's see what else. I would say that we also need to take Nanning soon and push our way through here so we can reinforce the attack on Luchao. And I'm waiting for more reinforcements to come in. I've got this amphibious brigade landing. I've got 2 guard regiments working their way up this way. I would like to wait till they're all in place before I shock attack into Nanning and can continue into Luchao. I'm hoping we can get that done somehow soon. Okay. Moving into Burma. Status quo. We're just holding position. No, that's not what I wanted these guys to do. It's like I make moves and I either forget to save or they don't stick. And I have to redo all kinds of stuff every day. I gave these guys move order last time I was here. Whatever. I'm just waiting here in Tungu, trying to get this base built up because we're having supply issues here. Yeah, we're basically going to hold. Let's see. Let's put these guys into combat mode. And we'll have maximum engineers working on this. And it's just a matter of waiting until we get, you know, more supply and a way of protecting Magway oil. So taking a look in Singapore, it's just nothing happening down here. We do have an attack going into Sabang next turn. It was supposed to happen this turn, but for whatever reason, once again, it didn't. And I don't know why. Either I'm forgetting to save or the game is just not sticking. It's not holding my moves. I don't know what it is, but these guys should have attacked this turn. They did not. We're going to try again next turn. Palembang, his fighters are not here, so I think we can resume the bombing. Batavia, we did get a little bit of recon on there, but not much. I don't see the fighters. Kalajati's got 3 out of 4 detection. I don't see aircraft there. Bandung has detection. I don't know where the bulk of his aircraft are, but it is clear that he certainly has some left because we got attacked during our bridgehead operation into Banjawangi. So we ended up losing 1 cargo ship, despite me having 51 zeros. If I can show you the combat report here, if I can find it. Where's it at? Yeah, we had zeros on cap, right? We destroyed some aircraft, but these guys were coming in at 1,000 feet, and my cap was at 5 and 10. I thought the 5,000 guys would be able to drop down and deal with this, but they did not even come close to attacking them. So now I'm going to have to lower the altitude that we're flying at, because clearly, if we want to stop these 1,000 foot raids, we got to get down at 1,000 feet because we're not catching them. where we're at right now. But the good news is we did land at Banjawangi, and now we can start our advance in the vicinity of Surabaya. I just identify an issue here, though, that might be a problem, and that's over here at Bandung, Fortress Bandung. He's got 50 something thousand troops here, right? But I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here I see a move arrow pointing down this way. And my concern is that now, my concern is that now he knows what we've got here. He's going to ship a lot of these troops down the rail lines into Surabaya and maybe even into Malang, and kind of block us here, and keep us from getting out of here. Like, I would love to get to Malang before he does. I don't know if I can, so I'm going to try, but it's going to be dangerous. So we got to try to at least get to Malang before he does. Otherwise, we are going to be stuck on this peninsula and we won't be able to proceed, because Malang, which is this base right here, is a mountain hex just as much as Bandung is. So if he gets here before I do, he's just going to move his Bandung fortress to Malang and we're stuck there. The only thing that might be in our favor there is his supply limit would be very low, because it only has an air capacity and a port capacity of 1. So he won't be able to put as many supplies in there as he can in Bandung. But we still need to get there before he does, or we're going to have a heck of a time dislodging him. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that without losing every ship I've got to do it. Maybe these guys can go in there, but it's just dangerous because Malang is 6 hexes, so they won't get a full unload there, which means they're going to have to unload for 2 days. And man, it's dangerous. I don't know. I'll have to discuss it. I'll have to think it over, because I don't want to get stuck down here on this part of Java, because I don't really have a ton of troops I've landed here. And if he gets here before I do, we're stuck. Anyway, that's that. Okay. So Java was good, but I think this is even better. So here we go, guys. This is our invasion. We have landed in Australia. We came in at Normanton, Horn Island, Cooktown. Next turn we land at Cairns, whatever. Hopefully 2 turns for Townsville, and we just landed at Bowen. And here's what the intent is with this. We land up in this part of Australia to establish a strong air base, and then with that, we can target all of the resources in Australia. So we got Cloncurry, Townsville, Charters Towers, Rockhampton. All of these bases have industry, and we can bomb that for strat points, and we could probably extract at least another 1,000 what do you call them? Strategic loss points for the Allies right here. And then after we do that, we can continue down the road, right? And continue our conquest of Australia. This is just the Vanguard force that's landed now. I've got much more on the way. And I would love to eventually get down into Brisbane and take that. And if we do that, let's see, that's a big point swing. A lot of point swings along the way, plus the strategic loss points at all these bases. We're going to really put Hellsen in a bind here, assuming if we continue to have a good success in China and we do well in Australia. We're already so far ahead on points. Plus, we still have the Dutch East Indies to conquer, right? We still got that. We still have Borneo. We still have the Philippines to finish off. I think this might be enough. And this is very doable. We can hold. We can hold this. At least to the end of 1942, I think. So, you know, this may be all we really need to win. If my math is right. Because don't forget, we don't necessarily have to have a ton of points. We have to change this win ratio. So we don't have to go up a ton, but we got to take him down. And he's got a lot to lose, right? He's got a lot of points to lose here. So we just need to lower this number, not so much raise ours a lot. But yeah, there we are, guys. We've landed in Australia, and I've got more reinforcements on the way. We do have some Dutch subs down here. I know that's an issue. But we've got Keto Butai in the area. We're going to land these guys here. And yeah, we're going to continue on. And we've got the back door covered by Noumea. And we also have naval search out here. Let me give you an idea of what our naval search looks like right now. Just so you know where we're not going to get surprised anytime soon. Let me show you. This is what we got. We've got naval search basically all through here, out past Fiji. Okay. We've got naval search at Ndeni. Okay. We've got naval search at Tabatuea, and it's a big circle. You know what? Better than me drawing a stupid line. Look at, you can see it for yourself. We got naval search all the way out here. Okay. We have naval search in Malloy Lap. And we've got naval search at Wake. So we have nothing but overlapping bubbles from Wake Island all the way down to Noumea. So if he wants to come at us frontally, we're going to see it coming, right? We got plenty of naval search to see that coming. So I'm not worried about any carrier intervention down here right now. They could theoretically sneak by down this way. He could do one of these things, right? But still, by the time he does that, he's going to be deep in our naval search bubble and several days sailing to where our invasion task forces are at. And Keto Butai is present. So we should be able to defend this invasion. And there's just not a dang thing he can do about it right now. This Sir Robin thing of his, he gave us he gave us Australia. He gave us Northern Australia. I don't know why he would even think to do that. Why would you bring all your troops down to Brisbane? He could have defended all of this, right? He could have defended these beaches with aircraft and ships, but he elected not to, and I think that's a huge mistake. Because now we're gonna ching this place up for everything it's worth, and he didn't even make an attempt to try to stop us, which I just still don't understand. Anyway, that's our turn. A little bit of concern in China for our southern operation there, right? A little bit of concern on Java. Actually, this is actually a lot of concern because this base text is going to be very crucial to us. And I just don't know if we're going to be able to get in there in time and secure it. So I have to really think things over. It's complicated. So if you have any ideas or thoughts or want to share what you think about how this turn went and what's going on, I'd love to hear it. So give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. And until the next video, I'll see you then.